Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Bull City Hangout 120. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the Durham Skywriter. That's Durham's online community paper. Check it out at durhamskywriter.com. Now, with Bull City Hangout, I tell you what's happening today in Durham, and I invite you. Go ahead and click on that link on the Durham Skywriter Facebook page if you'd like to join me on camera, shoot the breeze, say happy holidays or belated happy holiday, whatever. Might want to promote yourself, your business, etc. So anyway, let me get started. And if you share this out, definitely do that because then more people here in Durham can find out what's happening. So let me put on my specs and move my keyboard out of the way. Alrighty, so I'm on the Word page. That's the government and nonprofit information page, chock full of really great programs and services being offered by local nonprofits and also city, county, and state governments. So let's see what's going on. I've got the American Red Cross classes where you can literally learn how to save lives. You can learn how to use one of those defibrillators, and they have all these different classes. Now, some are in person, some are online, and some are a combination of the two. And to give an example of online only classes, they have babysitting basics, bloodborne pathogens training for tattoo artists. That's really specific, but there you go. They have first aid that you can learn online. They have cat and dog first aid. They have child and baby first aid, CPR, AED. So just go to durhamskywriter.com, then go to the Word page, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Now, there's some city vacancies. Let me see if I can find them real quick. There it is. Oh, there's only one. Okay. So tomorrow, you can let the city know if you want to fill that spot that's vacant on the Durham City County Environmental Affairs Board. So if you're interested in that topic, then click on the link, see what's expected of you in terms of the time you'll spend at meetings, etc., whether the meetings are virtual on Zoom or in person, etc. And then after all that, if you're still interested, let the city know by end of day tomorrow so you can click for more information. Hey, Dave is here. Happy Tuesday, buddy. Dave, what's new? Fist bump, of course. Happy to see you here. Hope everything's going well in Texas. Everything seems to be well. It's a little cold out today, but it's not bad. I'll be doing the weather in a few minutes, so it's not too bad. But yeah, in fact, I talked to a friend yesterday in Chicago. I think what did she say? It was 6 degrees, but 15. It felt like 15 below. You don't know anything about that. I mean, below degree temperatures. Yeah, you don't know about that. And if you do know about it, yeah, it's so cold. How cold is it? It's so cold that your face will feel like it's burning. That's how cold it is. It's weird. But anyway, we're doing a lot better here in Durham. So let me continue. Oh, let's see what's going on at Durham Tech. Oh, before I announce that, the Durham County Libraries are open until 8. Bragtown closes at 6. And then the libraries reopen tomorrow at 9:30, and Bragtown reopens at 10 tomorrow. All right. Let's see what's going on. Let's see. There's just so much on this page. I don't even know what to tell you. Just explore it when you have time. And they say, ooh, that sounds real. You know what? If you've never been in below zero temperatures, you can't even imagine it. You walk backwards when the wind is high. It's a very rough experience. It's not highly recommended, but once you've been through it and survived, then it's something that you can kind of brag about. But yeah, it's difficult. Imagine sitting in an ice cold car, warming it up so you can drive it. Oh, did you see all those accidents in Michigan? I think they had a 100 plus car pile up or accident in Western Michigan. Yeah, it's really nothing to play with. Winter weather up north is serious. Let me see if there are any classes that we can look at. Durham Tech Small Business Center. Nothing in person. This is for entrepreneurs and budding entrepreneurs. But I do have some classes listed that are online. They're being offered across the state by the different small business centers, totally free. They're live. You can ask questions. So let's see. Here's a class from 6 until 7:30, Startup Business Planning and Budgeting 101, for profit and nonprofits. You definitely want to check that out. That's going to be today from 6 until 7:30. Here's one in Spanish. Pensando en iniciar un negocio en Carolina del Norte, and that's thinking of starting a business in North Carolina. Well, if you know someone who prefers to get their information in Spanish, let them know that if they're thinking of starting a business, they can get all the information they need today from uh, 6 until 7:30. And I have the link. This is all in Spanish on the Let's Go page. Not the Let's Go, the Word page. So this particular item, because it's in Spanish, is listed in Spanish. So go ahead and tell your friends who speak Spanish and are thinking of starting a business, let them know about this class. It's going to be held today from 6 until 7:30. Oh, here's another one from 6 until 8. Setting the Table for Food Business Series, Strength in Numbers. So, this is all about starting a food business, be it a restaurant or even what do you call it, a mobile food truck. So, if you're thinking of starting a food related business, you might want to attend this class. It's free and it starts at 6 tonight and it's on Zoom. Here's one more from 6 until 8. Designing your business plan in Canva, from vision to visuals. And Canva is incredible. It's a graphics program, I guess you could say, but it's more powerful than that, in that I use Canva for creating my flyers, my posters, my ads, my announcements. You can do websites, you can do videos, you can do everything in Canva nowadays. So you might want to check that out. I also suggest that you check out the Journal app on Mac and iPad and iPhone. That's another way to um, put together a business plan or just anything having to do with getting your ideas on paper, so to speak. Anyway, this Canva class should be really fun. It's from 6 until 8. And I should say, as far as Canva is concerned, even the free version is super powerful, so you might want to check it out. I don't mind paying for the pro version, but you can do so much even with the free version, seriously. All righty. Let's see. Oh, let's check. Yeah, let's check. Wait a minute. I don't want to miss anything. Okay. So let's check the. Hmm. Let's check, see if Score has anything going on. Oh, by the way, it's time to order Girl Scout cookies. I already ordered mine for the year, so just letting you know. I think it's Girl Scout. If you don't know any Girl Scouts, Girl Scout Cookies.org. I think it is. So I ordered a case of Thin Mints. Yes, I did. Yes, it's only once a year. What can you do? Put them in the freezer. Heaven. Absolute heaven. So let me continue here. Let's see if there are any classes today offered by SCORE. SCORE, by the way, is the Service Corps of Retired Executives. They have classes too. They also help entrepreneurs, and they also help them by offering mentorships. So they have mentors you can connect. And my favorite kind of Girl Scout cookies, by far, Thin Mints. Yes, I am a thin mint kind of lady. Now I like the. Now let's see. Now when I was a little kid, I mean, I was a Girl Scout. I was a brownie. I think I went up to the young, early teen years. So I was a brownie, and then what is it, junior? I think cadet. My sister made it up to cadet. I think I only made it up to junior, if I'm not mistaken. And our grandmother was the Girl Scout leader. We sold the Girl Scout cookies door to door, all that sort of thing. But now you can order online. And now, for the most part, I don't ever see Girl Scouts going door to door. I don't even know if that's recommended nowadays. I think now, when I was younger and working 9 to 5, I do remember the parents selling the Girl Scout cookies for their kids at work, and they put up the sign up sheets, and then you pay the parent, and they bring the cookies to work. I do know that, and I think you can also get cookies through the churches that have the troops meeting at whatever church or masjid or temple. So I think you can order directly from them. I don't know any other way besides online. I think it's girlscoutcookies.org, something like that. But yeah, I made my order last night. So, oh, I also see them at sometimes at on the street, sometimes at Walmart, Lowe's, and in fact, I think if you go to, and I hope I'm saying this right, girlscoutcookies.org. Um, You can see the local places where you can drop by, the different stores. They have like calendars. They have you to enter your zip code, and then you can actually see what date and time the various Girl Scout troops will be at the different stores that are in your neighborhood. Not just the stores, but also the beauty shops, barber shops, etc. So so Dave is saying, I see booths around town, but not so much door to door anymore. Yeah, I think it's probably not recommended that people go door to door. I can see if you live in like a six flat or a three flat and you know your neighbors, sure. But I don't think they just go out in the streets and knock on strangers' doors anymore. I don't think they do that. So, but there are all these different ways of getting Girl Scout cookies, and the price. I thought it was going to go up again because of times are hard right now, but it seems that at least online, they're $6. I think when I was a little kid, I think they were 250 starting out. Then they went up to three for quite a long while, and then five, and now they're six. All right. So definitely help them out by getting some Girl Scout cookies from a former Scout. Okay. So let me see. Oh, there is a class. Okay, SCORE is having a class today, and it's online from 5:30 until 7:30. Simple steps for starting your business, branding and marketing. Oh, that's going to be a good class. Yeah, it's going to be on Zoom. You might want to sign up for that one at 5:30 for sure. All right, let's go to the To Your Health page and see what's going on there. Of course, I have the health related studies that maybe you want to participate in. So you might want to check that out. Let's see. Right now, I'm going for the blood drives. Save lives by donating blood. Let's see what's going on today. Today being the 20th. Okay, so the American Red Cross's next blood drive is going to be tomorrow at the Streets at South Point Mall, 6910 Fayetteville Road, and they'll be there from 10 until 6. And let me check Blood Connection. They do the same thing. Their next blood drive is also tomorrow. So tomorrow, the Blood Connection will have a crew at St. Matthew Catholic Church, 1001 Mason Road. And that will be from noon until 5 tomorrow. And even though it doesn't feel like it, because yesterday was Dr. King Day, so today is Tuesday. Doesn't feel like it, but it is. And that means that the Health Equipment Loan Program is open right now at 4206 North Roxborough Street. They accept donations of self-transport, self-care items, knee scooters, wheelchairs, canes, things to use in the bathroom, uh, portable ramps, that sort of thing. So they accept the donations. They loan them out for 90 days at a time for people who need them. And if you have something to donate, definitely do so. But if you need something, head over there today. They're only open until 2. Now, they're also open on Saturdays from 1 until 5. And again, that's the Health Equipment Loan Program, also known as the HELP Program, 4206 North Roxborough Street. Let's go to the top of the page and click on that Health Events button and see if there's something going on. Let's see. Today's the 20th. Okay. Let's see. Oh, tonight, 7 o'clock. It's virtual. The African American Dementia Caregiver Support Group, they'll be meeting at 7 o'clock. It's run by Duke, and I've got the phone number so you can go ahead and register. So you'll be meeting on Zoom at 7. You can get some resources and share some of your triumphs and, of course, your challenges so you can get some help. Excuse me. Also, tonight, the Parenting with Cancer meeting will be held also virtually, also run by Duke. So this is for people, parents, guardians, grandparents of kids and teens with cancer. You obviously will have some questions. You might need some resources and some support, both emotional and technical. So definitely attend that meeting. Will be held from 7:30 until 8:30. It's run by Duke, and it is on Zoom. So I have the link right there. So you go to your health. First, go to durhamskywriter.com. Go to the To Your Health page, and then at the top of the page, you'll see where it says Health Events. Click on that button, and it'll take you to that page, and then you'll find it. Now, tomorrow at noon, there's going to be a Daughters Concerned for Aging Relative Support Group. That meeting will be from noon until 1, also run by Duke. And you don't literally have to be a daughter, but just someone looking after an aging relative with whatever issues. Doesn't have to necessarily be Alzheimer's, but just an aging relative with issues. So, again, get some resources and share some ideas. All right, let's go to the. I was just at the Durham Center for Senior Life, and let me show you. Did I bring it in the house? I hope I brought it. Wait, let me show you something that I picked up at the Durham Center for Senior Life, 406 Rigsby Avenue. I think I brought it. If not, I left it on the front seat of the car. Let's see. There it is. Check this out. They must have a nice what's the word? A nice friendship or whatever with Panera. Check it out. Right by the front desk, they have a whole table with pastries. So this is half of a sourdough loaf. So I'm about to cut some thin slices and maybe have some toast with jelly and maybe a fried egg or scrambled egg. I haven't eaten breakfast yet. So yeah, so I'm sure they have some left by, let's see, because I was just there. I mean, I just left just like a few minutes ago. So say hi to Donna. And they have sourdough. They have bagels. What do you call those? They're round, but they're not bagels. And they have like cheese inside. I forget what those are called, but they have all the Dave. Yeah, definitely yummy. And they're from Panera. So thanks Panera for sure. And thank you Durham Center for Senior Life because they're really looking out for the senior folks. That's some good eating right there. It's hard to beat sourdough bread. It's my favorite bread. Although I was at the farmer's market and they were giving away samples of something called, I think it's an Italian word, focaccia. Does that sound right? Anyway, that was delicious too. I've never bought one. I don't know if they come in the long, slim packages like this or if they're round, but it was tasty. Focaccia, I think that's the word. Anyway, let me continue. I'm going to take up your whole lunch hour. Okay, so Durham Center for Senior Life, like I said, 406 Rixby Avenue. Great place to hang out if you're 55 plus. They've got all these events, all these free membership. They have their own theater. They have workout rooms. They what don't they have? They have well, they don't have a swimming pool, but they do have a computer lab, and they have a, a baby grand piano, which you are welcome to play. They've got a library, not like a separate room, but right next to the piano, they have bookshelves, lots of books that you can take out and read and return, read and keep, or whatever. There, let me continue to see if there are any special events going on. Let's see. Oh, they have a new. Okay, this is really great. Okay, suppose you're caring for someone and they have like Alzheimer's or whatever, or some kind of impairment. There's a new program. It's the Weekend Frozen Meals program. So basically, the person has to be age 60 plus, and they have to have problems with three of these ADLs. And ADL apparently means activities of daily living. So the person who's eligible for this program has to be age 60 plus and have problems with either like bathing, dressing, toileting, transferring meals, walking, managing finances, transportation. In other words, someone who's really suffering from uh, diminishing skills, so to speak. So if you're caring for someone, or if you know someone in that situation, contact support services, and I have the information right there on the Senior Scope page. And then you can pick up for them frozen meals for the weekend. All you have to do, pop the meal in the microwave, and they're good to go. I think it's really a nice, thoughtful program. And I appreciate that. I used to take care of an Alzheimer's patient, and I probably would have taken part in this program if if my TT were still alive today. So anyway, take advantage of that. If you know someone who needs that help, if they have problems feeding themselves and they're old enough and impaired enough to be in this program, sign them up. Definitely sign them up. Now today is Tuesday, so let's see what's going on this afternoon. Afternoon bingo at 1 o'clock. So you got a half hour or so to get there. Quilt making at 1. Yes, people still make quilts. Arthritis Foundation exercise program at 2:15. Kings in the Corner and Pinochle. Those are card games. They'll be playing that all afternoon. Oh, thank you. Dave say RIPTT. Yeah, we called her TT because my older sister couldn't say auntie. So her name became TT. And it really came in handy because when I moved in with her, she kind of knew who I was because only 3 people in the world called her TT. So, yeah. And thank you, Dave. Appreciate it. Women's pool. Oh, wait, I skipped one. Wait. Oh, DCSL band practice at 2. Yes, they have a band also. What don't they have? Um, they'll be rehearsing in the theater, so you might want to check them out. You might want to join them. Yeah, we'll see. Women's pool, yes. Play billiards at 4 o'clock. The fitness center, the tech lab, always open for drop-ins. Now, tomorrow morning, they're going to have Bell Viz X. Interesting name. Let me tell you what that is. It's run by Danny, who used to work at the Durham Center for Senior Life. Now he's doing this as a volunteer. So he's leading this class in the activity room starting at 8:40 tomorrow morning. So it's a playful set of activities with bean bags, rubber balls, challenging your balance, your hand-eye coordination, and focus. So you might want to call and register at extension 110, and the number is 919-688-8247. All right. Muscle pump, that's a workout. That's going to be at 8:40, and you'll see the red FB listed, and that's something new that I just added to the pages of the Durham Skywriter. FB means that this particular workout class is also on the Durham Center for Senior Life Facebook page. So if you can't make it in time, because 8:40 is a little early, I admit, So if you can't warm up your car fast enough or early enough to attend, then you might want to attend this one from the confines of your living room, kitchen, bedroom, wherever you work out. Or your home gym. Some people have home gyms. How about that? Okay, also tomorrow morning, the joy of sketching and drawing at 8:45. And then at 10, the total body workout also will be broadcast on Facebook. The quick drawing class at 10, ping pong at 10, the Hispanic Heritage Group, activities in Spanish from 10 until 2. So that should be lots of fun. Oh, sewing class at 11. Okay, oh, that says second and fourth Wednesdays. Let's see, one, two. Oh, okay, so not tomorrow. That's only the third Wednesday. Okay, let me check for special events. Let's see. Oh, at 1 o'clock. Oh, the grief support group. They're meeting today at 1 o'clock from 1 until 2. This is where you can get caring support and you can learn how to process your grief after experiencing a loss. A lot of people they do the wrong thing, start drinking or whatever. But learn how to process your grief in a way that won't hurt you. So that's going to be today at 1 o'clock in the classroom. Now tomorrow, if they don't say the time, what I'm going to do, I should call after the show and find out if they figured out what time this is going to happen. But sometime tomorrow, Bike Durham is going to teach you how to use public transportation and how to use your phone to schedule rides. Because when I'm at the senior center, I do see people arriving via the Go Durham Access bus. And all I know is that you call and make an appointment 24 hours in advance. But I also see them arriving in cars that are obviously not Uber, but it's some kind of service. So you can find out tomorrow. I'll get the time and I will update the listing right here on the the Senior Scope page so we can figure that out. All righty. Now, let me go to, let me go to you know what? Let me go to the legalese page because I always forget about Legal Aid of North Carolina. They have free workshops and you can, oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay. Well, I'm on the legalese page. City Council, they're meeting tonight at 7. You can attend in person at City Hall Chambers downtown, or you can go to the City of Durham's, their website, their Facebook, their YouTube, their X, their I wonder if they have Blue Sky. But anyway, there are all different ways to participate and watch the regular meeting, the city council. They will be meeting at 7. It's scheduled from 7 until 10, but I've seen them go as late as midnight. Okay, now let me see about Legal Aid of North Carolina. See if they have anything going on. And they do at 2:30 this afternoon. Legal Aid NC, they're going to have an online tenant rights. Listen and learn. Listen and learn is what they call their workshops. So you can learn about your rights and obligations as a residential tenant and how to contact Legal Aid NC for help and also for emergency rent assistance and what to expect from the court process should they take you to court because you didn't, you've fallen behind in your rent or whatever. So definitely check that out. It's going to be this afternoon, starting at 2:30. So you might want to go ahead and click on that link and register for that one. It's going to be on Zoom. And then on Thursday, they're going to have Snap 101, Listen and Learn. Okay, let's go now to the Let's Go page, the calendar of events page, where you can find out what is on the docket today for the Bull City. Let's see. Oh, meeting right now is the City Talk Toastmasters Club. But there's another one you can attend. It might be too late for that one. Let's see. Oh, if you love music, audiophiles and eclectic music lovers are invited to BYOV, Bring Your Own Vinyl. That's going to be with Jafar at Ruby's on Five Points, 347B West Main Street. So you bring your favorite record album. Yes, I said record, I mean vinyl, okay? And then you can share a song or two with the crowd. That sounds like fun. That sounds like a lot of fun. And I wonder how many different types of music people are going to be playing. That sounds like a lot of fun. And I think it's free admission. Yeah, free admission. But of course, they probably want you to order a little something. But yeah, that should be lots of fun. And that starts at 6 o'clock tonight. Also happening tonight, the Glass Jog Run Club. They meet right before 6 at the Parkwood Ballpark, 5200 Revere Road. So, starting at 6, they'll be doing the 2 mile walk. If you don't want to do that, you can join in the 5K jog and run. Um, take your time or run as fast as you want. It's all up to you. It's free. Everything's at your own pace. Strollers are welcome. Well behaved dogs are welcome if they're on a leash and don't chase and bite people. So that should be really fun. So they start at the Parkwood Ballpark, but it ends at the Glass Jug Beer Lab on Highway 55. And you don't have to go in if you don't drink, or you might want to go in and just hang out with your friends and maybe order a Pepsi or Coke or whatever if you don't drink. But that should be a really fun time because it's getting a little nippy out, and that's a good way to stay in shape and warm up at the same time. Now, Harris Beverages, they're hosting the Durham Toastmasters meeting. And I didn't explain what means. Basically, that is where you learn how to talk, like give speeches and talk on camera, talk in front of people. So that's going to be today in person at Harris Beverages, 1305 Hillsborough Road. They say turn between the hot dog and Wendy's. The meeting runs from 6:30 until 8. Of course, it's free. And if you just can't attend in person because you don't have a car or you just don't want to be out in cold weather, you can attend via Zoom. I've got the link for you right there. The Tuesday Blues Jam starts at 7 and goes until 10-ish at the Blue Note Grill, which is downtown, 709 Washington Street. It's free admission. Bring your instrument if you play guitar or bass. Don't worry about an amp. You can use their amp. And just have fun. Just join in some blues, jump up and dance. It's free admission, like I said. But of course, it is the Blue Note Grill, so they probably wouldn't mind at all if you ordered a little something to eat and or drink. Now, tomorrow, this is an early morning event. Echo NC, they're hosting 1 Million Cups Durham. This is for entrepreneurs and budding entrepreneurs. So it's from 8:30 until 10, technically from 9 until 10. But if you get there early at 8:30, then you can get some coffee and meet the folks. So this is at City Network, which is at 112 Broadway Street. They have their own parking lot, just so you know. So this is for entrepreneurs. So basically, you grab a coffee, meet the folks, hang out, and then at 9 o'clock, there's two speakers, and they talk for how many minutes? I forgot. I need to look that up and put that in the notes. But basically, two speakers talk about their budding business or their new business or the business that they're planning. And the reason they're doing this in front of people is that you can give your opinions, and you can give them some resources so they can get started on the right foot, so to speak. So this is going to be tomorrow at City. The speakers for tomorrow will be Jay Jackson from the Geni Group and Sybil Stewart from Sib.Bell Media. It's probably, I don't know if it's Sib.Bell or Sib Bell, but it seems like it's a play on her name, Sybil. But anyway, Um, you can click and fill out the form if you would like to be a speaker in the near future, because I think now I remember writing about this maybe a year or so ago, and I remember 1 million cups being out in Research Triangle Park somewhere, but now it's at Reed City. So I don't know if this is a new thing, but apparently they do this every Wednesday. So if you want to talk about your business, definitely click on the link, go to the website, and let them know that you want to speak at the next one or maybe one down the road. Also happening tomorrow, the Durham County Sheriff's Office's Animal Services Division at 3005 Glen Road. They're going to have rabies vaccination clinics. Go ahead and call, make your appointment, bring $10 exact change per pet, and then uh, take care of that because you don't want your pet to get rabies. Bell Yeager Free Will Baptist Church at 128 East Cornwallis Road. They're going to have a food giveaway tomorrow from 10 until noon. They start early. Well, it's not that they start early. The people needing the help start lining up early. So if you need the help, you need some food, yeah, don't get there at 10. Get there before 10 because they will be lined up at that time. Catholic Charities, they do the same thing and they help people with groceries. So Catholic Charities runs the Durham Community Food Pantry at 2020 Chapel Hill Road in the Lakewood Shopping Center. So that's from 10 until 1. You talk to a social worker. You can only go once a month. And then let them know if you can't have dairy or pork. And then you get a week's worth of groceries. They have diapers. And I met the lady who founded the diaper bank. The diaper bank and two other nonprofits and senior pharmacists were invited to St. Stephen's Episcopal Church on Sunday, and they gave each nonprofit a check that the congregation donated to help them in their work, doing the good work. So I got to meet the founder of the diaper banks. That was really exciting. It's a great program. So they have diapers that they donate to Catholic Charities. They have the different sizes for the newborns up to toddler size, and then they have big ones for adults. So definitely check that out. If you need help, definitely stop by tomorrow between 10 and 1. And if you can't, maybe you're working part time at that time, you need the help, but you just can't get off work to do that, they'll do it again because tomorrow's Wednesday, and that means they're doing it twice 10 to 1 and then 5 to 7. There you go. Oh, the Polly Murray Center for History and Social Justice, 906 Carroll Street. They are hosting a guided tour tomorrow at 11 o'clock so you can learn all about the life of this well known African American Episcopal priest, attorney, and civil rights activist. They have storytelling, conversation, exhibits, etc. Tickets range, the regular ticket is $20. If you can't afford that, then anywhere between 4 and 10, whatever you can afford, they'd appreciate it. So that's tomorrow, starting at 11 o'clock, and the address is 906 Carroll Street. I don't think they have a parking. I think you park right there on the street, right there on Carroll Street. All righty. I was just outside, and I can definitely attest to the fact that it is nippy out there for us Southerners. So let's check the weather. Okay, it is 39 Ooh, it's cooler now than it was this morning. What in the world? Or am I wrong? I thought it was 40 when I woke up. But anyway, it's 39. The high today will be 42, and it looks like it's going to be sunny all day long. Nice. Going up to 42, that's it's winter. What can I say? Now tomorrow the high will be 47. That's better, and partly sunny. And then Thursday 58, much better, and it's going to be sunny too. And then Friday looks like it's going to rain with a high of 46. It sounds kind of miserable. Saturday rainy and 32. Sunday 29. Oh my goodness, the next few days are going to be really cold. And in fact, I have a flyer. Wait, I just picked it up the other day. Is this? Oh, here it is. Okay. Um, about shelters. Okay, they call it, at least in Durham, White Flag Nights. Here's the flyer. You can screenshot this if you want. If you're needing this info, you might want to take a picture or whatever. Oh, and Dave is leaving us. Okay, have a great week, buddy. Thank you. Absolutely, Dave. Absolutely. I'm so glad you were here to watch the show. All right. Let me continue for the rest of us who are still here. Um, so there's something called white flag nights when the weather is at or below 32 degrees or 35 degrees with rain or snow. You can stop and let me tell you where you can go. So they accept walk-ins from 7 until 8:30. Um, let's see. I'm trying to read this correctly. So this is more than one place. Uh, oh, Open Table Ministry is at Asbury UMC, 806 Clarendon Street, and it says adults only. Okay, so if you have kids, you'll have to check out this next one. So this one is every night. Okay, and then the white flag nights. So this one I'm reading now is the white flag nights, about the 32 degrees or 35 with rain or snow. You can check in between 7 or 8 at Families Moving Forward, or Durham Crisis Response Center, 300 North Queen Street. And this is for families with children and survivors fleeing domestic violence and or sexual assault. Now, you can check in and they might have you somewhere else. If you're fleeing domestic violence, they don't want your spouse or whoever to know that you will be at 300 North Queen Street. If you are fleeing domestic violence, they will take you somewhere else. But of course, I'm not going to announce it. They don't even tell me where that is. And that's good because you don't want people to know. So you check in between 7 and 8 for that. Now, tonight, let's see, the low tonight, it looks like it's going to be like in the lower 20s. So definitely tonight, it looks like all this whole week because next week is going down to 14 degrees. So yeah. So let me let you know. In fact, I'm going to do a write up in the Skywriter about this. I just picked this flyer up just um, recently. So at Urban Ministries for White Flag Nights, you can check in between 6 and 8, and that one is adults only, 410 Liberty Street. Now the Durham Rescue Mission. You can on White Flag Nights, you can check in at 5. And Durham Rescue Mission now, 1201 East Main Street, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's the men. It doesn't say here, but I think it's how it works. 1201 East Main Street is men. And then women and children go to 507 East Knox Street. And that's right off the highway. That's right off of, not 147. What's the other one? I-85. So yeah, and I've got phone numbers. The phone numbers are right here. So let me hold this up again, and you can go ahead and do a screenshot, and then you zoom in, get the phone numbers, etc. So I think got a QR code. They've got. Oh, here's the QR code. So maybe you want to take your phone and get that QR code. So this is really great information for people who are on the street and also people who are trying to escape domestic violence and assaults. So you got the phone numbers, you got the QR code. Definitely check this out if you need it for sure. I'm glad I have this, and I will go ahead and do a write up in the Skywriter as soon as I go off air. All right, I think that is it. So today's high is 42. Tomorrow's high is 47. And now that it's winter, I'm actually going to start mentioning the lows as well, um, for the fact that some of you watching might need this help going to the shelters so you don't freeze to death. So the low tonight will be 24. Alrighty, so that is it for today's show. I do hope that you have a beautiful evening, a beautiful morning tomorrow, and I'll see you. Oh, let me check. Let me check. Yeah, I'll be doing the show live tomorrow at noon. So, with that, all I have now to say is ciao for now.